Good evening. My name is Josh Quill. I reside at 8345 Roxborough Loop, Gainesville, Virginia. So I'm here this evening to talk about what you may call accidental oversight, but I think the rest of us would call gross negligence. And actually, the fact is we wouldn't know exactly what you call it, only your spokesman, considering only one of you have spoken to this issue at all regarding the National Merit Award mishandling. First and foremost, Ms. Jen Wall, I would like to commend you for looking into this issue. I know you and I have discussed this, and I appreciate your dedication to this and looking into this. But if it wasn't for you, Prince William County would not know that there were 4 schools that mishandled these important notifications. So I ask you, I know you won't respond, why did none of you, knowing this information for a week, make a comment on it? Why did you not make an official statement on this? I scoured. I looked through websites. I looked through your social media posts. Did anybody make a comment on this? No. If Ms. Wall didn't look into this and provide a statement, if I didn't write 2 letters to the Attorney General, talk to news reporting agencies, would we have known about this? Probably not. Am I shocked that this has happened in Prince William County? No, I'm not. But why? Why is this happening? You look around, the electorate elected you to be there for them, to lead for them. That is your job. A whole week went by where you knew about this and didn't say anything. Some of you posted pictures of your cats on Twitter during that time. That was amusing. Did you not have the time to speak to this, especially when these schools are in your districts? Why? All I have to say is please do not downplay this. Please don't. We tell students, you work hard, you do what you're supposed to do, and you can achieve the American dream. That's the beautiful thing about America. Hopefully that's the beautiful thing about Virginia. And what's happening, no matter what the reason, not notifying students of their commendations is just wrong. Wrong. Gross negligence. So I look forward to this week hearing an official statement. In the meantime, I have submitted a FOIA request under Virginia law. So I would ask that all of you please preserve all the documents with reference to the National Merit Awards and any emails or correspondence with the words equity in it. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
William Deutsch.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. It is now springtime, or springtime is approaching, and that means it should be the start of the most exciting time for the school board, budget season. Budget season is where the school board gets to act on the fiduciary responsibility they have to the taxpayer for having almost 57% of their property taxes, home value taxes given to you, the school board, to support the educational achievement of students across this county. And that requires time and diligence and oversight. Last year, the school board went ahead and got rid of one of your budget work sessions, which is an opportunity to provide oversight on the budget process. Back when I was on the school board, we had 2 budget work sessions, and some of us argued that we needed a 3rd because we need to be able to dig into the budget. A $1 billion budget deserves time and energy spent to dig in and understand what's going on. And then I saw this year's schedule of meetings come out. There's a regular CIP work session that just occurred, but then there's still only one more budget work session. Friends, with over $1 billion and with the deficits in educational support right now for our students, there needs to be work and time put into making sure that as much of the revenue is pushed into the classrooms to drive the educational success of our students. And reducing the amount of oversight that's given by the school board over the school division at a time when we are now in the national news for what's being termed by the school board a administrative oversight is frankly wrong. You owe it to the taxpayers to do all the work possible to get the maximum results for our dollars and to look into what's happening, to make sure that every dollar is spent and pushed into the classroom, to make sure that when you get to the end of budget season, there is a real plan to support the challenges in educational achievement that are going on. So bring back the budget work sessions. Spend the time this spring digging into the budget, making sure they really are going into where it needs to go, and do it in public. Not behind closed doors, just talking to staff one-on-one. Have public meetings of this board where you discuss publicly amongst yourselves, you discuss in front of the public, and you show the public that you're taking this responsibility seriously. Thank you.
Jen Donnelly.
Good evening. My name is Jen Donnelly, and my address is on file. Last year, this board spent $1.8 million to create an Office of Equity. Equity attempts to make everyone the same. It brings down that which is high and raises that which is low so that everyone is on the same level of mediocrity. It is forcing a round peg through a square hole. Naturally, such a methodology is bound to make differences, and none in a positive way. I've been here week after week listening to this board praising itself for its thriving futures and its equity plan. Until last week, I would have said that the plan has nothing to show for itself, but it does. We just learned that Prince William County students were not notified that their merit scholarships after they were awarded. This may not sound like a big deal, but it is an epic failure on the part of this board, and it shows what a disaster chasing equity can be. The National Merit Scholarship has been around since 1955. It seems like every year until last year when Dr. Brown took over as Chief Equity Officer, schools notified the students of their merit scholarships in a timely manner. This year, that practice ended. Is there a correlation? Sure seems to be. Why is it that only one school board member reached out through social media to their constituents to let them know of the issue that affected 4 different districts? Were the others hoping their constituents wouldn't find out? Recent breaking news has shown that neighboring school districts also failed to notify kids of their awards, all in the name of equity. Because of that, we have hard evidence of the way equity is harming kids. The decision to place feelings over academic excellence has affected dozens, if not hundreds, of children. You're playing with the futures in the name of equity. It would be one thing if we had an amazing academic record to stand on, allowing us to experiment with untested socially woke concepts like equity, but unfortunately, we don't. Instead, 30% of Prince William County 4th graders can't read on grade level, and students who are achieving on a high level are being denied information that could provide them thousands of dollars in academic scholarships. It's ludicrous. It's time to put the $1.8 million back into the classroom where it belongs. They say there is no such thing as coincidence. I would say that your equity policy and the failures to our students are a great example of that. Please stop with your equity policy and start focusing on academics again. That is what you were elected and hired to do.
Okay, thank you. That brings to the end citizen comment time.